On par with the rest of the writing from Phase 4 of the MCU, Wakanda Forever wanted to pull a callback to a previous better written movie, and to change it up hoping nobody will notice the absolute ridiculousness of it. The scene I'm talking about is when Shuri spares Namor in the final battle. The setup was very similar to a situation that happened in Civil War, where her brother T'Challa spared Zemo in the end and essentially made peace with the man to an extent. Now let's take a quick look at why T'Challa's act of mercy made more sense in Civil War. In Civil War, Zemo came up with a plan to take the Avengers apart because he was upset that they caused the death of his family in Age of Ultron. He planted a bomb at a massive political meeting and framed Bucky for the blast. In the collateral damage, King T'Chaka was killed. Afterwards, T'Challa sought revenge on Zemo and was even pairing up with Iron Man and others to ensure that happened. T'Challa finally got Zemo alone, and you could clearly see that he's moments away from killing this man, and the only reason why he didn't was because he let Zemo monologue for a bit. The movie does a fantastic job of showing T'Challa's face as Zemo explained how his family died. You can see the man seething from the beginning of it, and then he looks down, almost ashamed that he wanted revenge on a man who has lost everything. This wasn't a personal attack on Wakanda or T'Challa or even King T'Chaka. As bluntly and coldly put, it was simply collateral damage, and Zemo even apologized to T'Challa for his actions before he tried to kill himself. T'Challa didn't kill Zemo for that simple fact. It wasn't worth taking revenge on a man that has nothing. Now let's take Wakanda Forever. When Namor killed Queen Ramonda, it wasn't by accident. He meant to kill her. He stabbed the glass with his spear with her on the other end. It didn't break, and you could see the frustration in his face. Then he threw some water grenades at her, and she drowned. She defeats him, puts a spear to his neck, and then recites the line from T'Challa about "Revenge has consumed you," and doesn't kill him. Shuri spares his life, and even offers peace within the two nations in the hopes of working together for a better future. T'Challa spares Zemo because his father's death was a product of collateral damage and grief. Shuri spared Namor after he waged war against the surface world and Wakanda, tried to drown it, and tried to kill her mother twice and succeeded. It is hilarious to think that people see these two scenes as similar. Shuri sparing Namor wasn't an act of mercy, but one of stupidity alone. Namor is one of the most powerful beings we've seen in the Marvel world, a man whose strength and abilities can rival those of Ronan, Hela, and even Thanos. Namor even tried to kill Shuri minutes before this by stabbing her right through the stomach with his spear. And the only reason why he walked away was not because it was an act of mercy, because he thought she died. The man doesn't deserve mercy in the slightest. And I've already seen tons of posts online defending his actions like he's some kind of mistaken anti-hero or some crap like that. Zemo was sitting on a rock when T'Challa approached him, moments away from killing himself. He didn't attack T'Challa or try to escape. He was sitting there ready to end it all. And it was after T'Challa heard Zemo's backstory and his apology that he deemed it right for the man to be spared so he could face justice for his actions. The writing in Marvel has taken a massive step back, and the writers are so desperate to make something good that they're taking previously great scenes and butchering them. Some people call it fan service, but I call it overt laziness. You could have achieved the same result by having Namor accidentally be the cause of Queen Ramonda's death. Maybe he attacked one of the Wakandan planes and it crashed into the tower, killing her. Maybe one of his water grenades came loose and it still drowned her. Whatever the way, accidentally killing a queen is a better arc for redemption than flat out killing her. Marvel, why are you terrible at everything now? Spider-Man 3 did revenge and redemption so much better, and that movie came out God knows how long ago. Recycling similar story arcs is just lazy, and you can't even do that right. I only hope, since most upcoming Marvel products have been massively delayed, that the studio has heard all of our complaints and are trying to reinvent themselves, plan out their stories for the future, and do right for the fans that have been watching their products for over a decade now.